what we're about to do is actually check out the Basher. We got it loaded up on board. We're going to set our spawn here at Gaslight, and then we're going to do some missions with the Basher. We're going to try out different weapons complements to see what we actually like using with it, because I don't know, based off of seeing Ridge6's video on the Basher, if I'm going to like the main weapons, which shout out to Ridge6. If you guys aren't following him, you should be. I saw his video on the Basher. I really enjoyed it. Gave me the sneak peek at it while I dealt with an appointment today before I could get my own impressions in. So if you're watching this by some chance, brother, appreciate your work. Looking forward to giving my own pointers, or, well, point of view, rather, on this ship. It is definitely the pyro aesthetic, dude. It fits my vibe. I did actually go ahead and set my home base to pyro. We are set home to orbit, but I like working at a Gaslight, like a lot of y'all know. And yes, I got rid of the crane immediately. Thank you, CIG, so much for just immediately giving us the option to ditch that shit. It might look cool as an aesthetic, like putting, you know, ground effects or a cool bumper or spoiler on a car with like a different kit, but of course, I like simple. You know, the best part is no part. So outside of that, I did throw all of the size 1 military comps I have at this thing. So it is rocking a JS300 power plant, FR66 shield, a glacier cooler, and a VK quantum drive. So this thing is not built to stealth. I do love that we get in with this like shattered winglet piece here. A lot of you guys don't know that I enjoy the wear and tear that comes with having a ship out in the verse for a while, and it's why I like to live on the float. So like my ironclad is now decked out with everything I need. I've got all of my ship's triple R materials on the Golem Ox, which video on the ironclad assault and why I switched coming soon, as well as whole sea coverage stuff. But, you know, one thing at a time. We got the Basher out, and I really want to jump on this bandwagon of covering this ship and showing what it's like. I'm going to dock down my cooler a little bit so I have full power to everything, since I am not going stealthy in this thing at all. I do initially like the look of this. You know, it's very much the pyro aesthetic again. You know, it is very rough around the edges. I think it captures the spirit of like a Drake ship, and it is small enough to actually fit on board the Assault with the Golem Ox on the other vehicle pad, which I really like. I parked it like this just in case I wasn't going to have enough room to fit it in here easy enough, but with this profile, man, you can actually fit it back here really well with other ships, and even the ability to actually leave around other ships, which is huge. The Buccaneer is really good at this too, being able to actually like take off from the ironclad while you have other things around you, docked, whatever. But let's go set our spawn real fast and then go do some missions with this thing, you know, around Gaslight, some mercenary stuff, or you know, some bounty stuff, and see what it's like. We're going to use the standard weapons it has, and then I'm also going to try out like a full deadbolt build. And then I also have some M3 cannons, or sorry, some M4 cannons, and some GT215 Gatlings. You know, we try a different mix of stuff to see what feels best for this thing. Alright, we got our flight suit. Let's get it. Canopy entrance from space is pretty standard. That seat actually looks really cool. We'll be able to handle our G-forces a lot better now. And again, we're going out first with our standard weapons, which should be bound properly. We got, yep, trigger pull 1, and then trigger pull 2 includes our Gatlings. Good stuff. That is an MSR, aka a bullet sponge. We also have the issue with the base near us having a ton of turrets. I still don't see like a proper target. Okay, I'm getting a non-pen. Okay, there we go, now I am. Oh yeah, we can actually knife fight with a Mustang? Ooh. That feels great. That was good. That was good. I hope that it wasn't our main target that hasn't spawned yet, because that could be a problem. It appears that the stock weapons have something very good, which is the pip is the same for both. So projectile velocities for them should be right on the money. What are they called again? They're the death roll and the snappers. The snappers are the size 2 repeaters that have that like junky attrition look to them, and the death rolls, love the name by the way. I think of Wage War and the song Death Roll, which I would totally play during this if I didn't get a copyright strike. If you haven't heard it, go check it out. Wage War, Death Roll. Such a good song. We got the neutralized target indicator. What is it? Oh, a little Reliant, which is actually the perfect counter because that's also 6 size 2 guns, I think. Oh, never mind. Now I'm seeing the proper pip indicators. So initially, these Gatlings don't have pen even on these little ships until you get a little bit of action with the laser repeaters. That feels pretty good. Alright, let's see how it goes against the MSR, because I think we're going to run into an issue here. Alright, we're definitely not getting any pen on this dude. I don't think anywhere. I'm not getting any pen from the repeaters either. Like, I don't think we can hurt this guy. This is where I think a split loadout's going to really be necessary for a little ship like this to be able to do anything against some larger vessels. Can we hurt the gun? Our special aim mode's not bad. It's tracking us. It's just not awake for some reason. I don't know what this guy's deal is. I think it's maybe a part of a different mission. Okay, yep. Can't hurt that guy. All right, here we go. An Aurora. Let's hit it. Recharging our repeaters. Good splash, good splash. So I'm getting the non-damage. Okay, now we're good, we're hitting. So the Gatlings aren't doing immediate damage, which means you're wasting ammo. You're not maximizing what you could be getting on them. I also want to make sure we don't get just picked apart by the base. Alright, how's this for an interesting spread? We got a Deadbolt 2, M4A, and Death Roll, which the projectile speeds of the two cannons are going to be very similar, and then we have the Gatling for some component pen, which I think is a good combo. We'll see how this goes. About to poke my eye out with that damn harpoon though, tell you what. So I'm not getting the preview, but if I let go, yep, it grids. Okay, so the preview doesn't show up consistently, but your weapon will still attach, as long as you make sure you had your ports unlocked, which we do, of course. Alright, so this is a VHRT, which means that the final ship, or the big ship, the main target, could be out of our weight class, which is why I'm testing the cannons. I want to see if we can actually even hurt a ship like an M2 or a Carrack or something. So, ooh, we got some Vanguards. Wait a minute, is this... Oh boy, this is actually quite the suite here. I believe this is our group. Vanguard, Gladius, Firebird, and then we've got our main guy, which is a Corsair. Oh, we got a Valkyrie over there too. This is going to be a fun test. Let's hit it. Yep, that's the fighter wing. We need to take out the small guys. That'll be a threat first. Gladius, on my list. Nice. Clean kill. That didn't take very long. Weapons pips are actually pretty close together with this combo. Deadbolt M4A Death Roll combo. Who's this moving? That's a Nomad coming my way. He's pretty small. So I definitely am not seeing pen immediately, so I'm going to go with just cannons, and then once we've cracked armor, I'll let the Gatlings do their thing. That is good, that is good. Okay, moving on to our next target. Should not take long for the Gatlings to start doing their job. Yep. These NPCs are being a little derpy, which is good for us. If they wake up, we'll be in some trouble. What is that, an Intrepid? With a Vanguard? Oh boy. Alright, at least these are getting through. Now we should be able to easily stay out of this guy's danger zone. Alright, we're cracking through the armor. We're staying out of danger. It's gonna take quite a bit of firepower, I think, to actually put this dude down. Very similar fire rate between the Deadbolts and the M cannons, which is really nice. That's been a really good combo for a while now. Alright, target splashed. Vanguards are tanky and are usually a major pain in the ass, so let's see how this goes. I do wish they were fighting back a bit. Oh, this guy is fighting back. Oh shit, alright. We're gonna have to be careful then. Especially because he's got turrets, so he can actually... We're gonna need to stay under his belly. This is the only spot where we're safe. And we're not penning with the Gatlings yet. We've got a pretty good strafe. He's just kind of sitting here taking this, so it's working in our favor here. We still don't have Gatling pen. His armor hasn't been fully cracked. There we go. Now our Gatlings can do work. He's trying to get his belly to us, or his dorsal turret to us, so I'm trying to stay underneath him. That's impressive, man. just dump all 4 of these. Well, on the Valkyrie. Charging 2, 3, and last missile. This is, I think, Xenothreat fighting against my enemies, which is actually, we're going to use that to our advantage. Let's get around this Valk. So I will not be able to pen with the Gatlings yet, so I'm not even going to waste my time on pulling the Gatling trigger. I'm just going to hit them with the cannons. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, right? Am I not getting through at all? Oh, I don't think I can pen this dude at all. I don't, or maybe I have to get the shields down to a certain point. Let's see. Oh, this is crazy. What if can I hit his turret? No, I'm getting rejected. I'm getting hard rejected right now. I feel like he's taking some damage, but I don't know if that's me or another ship. Or maybe it's my M cannons wearing him down. Yeah. Okay, I think my M cannons can hurt him. No, I'm hitting his door. Okay, I'm doing a little something here. Yeah, this is a Xenothreat base. No wonder it's so dangerous. I'm just trying to... Whoa, no sir. We're staying out of your nose, buddy. I do not need you to be able to hit me with all that firepower. Damn, my deadbolts are already low. We're hurting them. We did manage to finally crack through the Valk. That is really surprising. I don't think we could have done it without the M cannons, honestly. I think those are what saved the day. I'm just glad at the end of the day we were able to crack through the Valk, because I thought we were hard stopped on this guy. He's still taking all of this, man. We're dumping our full reserves. We're pretty much out of deadbolts at this point. There we go. Woo! Alright, what's our main target? The Corsair? We're probably gonna have to go reload before we can take him on. Yeah, we can outrate this Saber all day. Love it. That's a Comet too, nice. It's nice to see them getting used. Okay. Alright, he's got size 2 turrets he can use on us, and I think our best bet is to get underneath. This might take a minute. Just kind of sitting here. I mean, I'll take that. That's fine. Trying to charge up my cannons without letting his shield come back. So his power plants that I want to hit are right, like, sort of in the armpit of the engine there. Right there. Which I don't think I can get through yet. I can get damage with the M cannons. I think M cannons are still going to be such a strong contender this patch. Even being the stealth guy I am, I don't think I can deny how important these might be for a ship that's limited to size 2 guns especially. I still can't get through, because I want to use my Gatlings to hit that power plant. M cannon does allow for full penetration on the Corsair though, which is good. Trying to keep his rear shields down. It is not hard to pinpoint maneuver in this craft, and I love that. As he tries to shift his maneuvering, I can just do the same. Oh, we got pen, we got pen. Oh, you little cheeky bastard. Trying to hit the power plant. Come on, it's right there. I don't know actually how deep the death rolls can really penetrate, so that's gonna be tough. But if we could just hit that sucker right there, man. That's it. We're down to just the M cannons, guys. Split loadout, man. Split loadout. That's what it's gonna be about. Now we're also dodging the Freelancers' fire, I'm pretty sure. We haven't really had too much of an issue keeping our shields up, which has been awesome. Alright, gotta let those cannons charge. That's the only downfall, is the capacitive recharge of the M cannons takes a while. But this is the way you'd want to bully a ship like this. Stay out of its nose, staying blind to its manned turrets on the side. If there was somebody competent in that remote turret, they could be shooting at us even though we're behind them, which would make it a little bit harder. All we got are our 2 little size 2 M cannons left, mostly because of how we tanked that fight against the Valkyrie. Oh, that we're on the asteroid, so let's try to break away there. He's almost done. There it is. Let's go. Alright. I'm gonna drop noise, make like a baby, and head out. Good stuff, dude. Oh, this thing is a lot of fun, man. It really is. And I am glad we were able to work down the Valkyrie and also hit the Corsair. The VIPs of that endeavor were definitely the M cannons. I don't even know that I want to keep the death rolls, to be honest, because a lot of the time, especially if you do have to punch up at all, you're not going to be getting through. I think I would rather have maybe 4 M4As and 2 deadbolts. That way you have some ballistic pass through as well. I'm not sure what loadout I'll end up kind of settling on. I would love to know y'all's down below in the comments. Let me know what you think of the Basher. My first impressions running around in it today, pretty awesome. Really fun ship. Really easy to stay out of enemy fire, especially if you're, you know, a halfway decent pilot. You're going to really enjoy what this allows you to do as far as precise flying. That is awesome. The aesthetic is great for those of us who like the ragtag look. I mean, for a pyro guy, this matches the vibe 100%. I am also going to be checking out what it's like to run this thing in a stealth configuration. At that point, I'm looking at likely just running deadbolts on it, but that is probably going to limit what I can punch up to, because I don't think the deadbolts were able to punch as hard as the M cannons. I guess we'll see. Anybody who's watching who knows the answer, I don't know if maybe Citizen Cal or Ridge or anybody might be in the comments, let me know what you think about the cannons and how they can actually affect armor. I think that's going to do it for this one, guys. I will catch you next time. Take care.